Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tube Talk. Today you're very fortunate to have me back as your host.
Welcome back, Katie.
Hello.
Why do we have the pleasure of you being the interviewer this week?
Because Sophie's at a hockey game.
Yes. We're going to have the Waimiri Wonder, Matt Allnut, doing it. But he was in Auckland to do it, but he had to go home, so he got on a plane, so we didn't get the joy of his dulcet tones. We are very fortunate to have you.
Yes, okay. Let's go right into it. So, last week we had Campari run a nice race on her debut for third.
She did. She's had 2 trials for 2 wins. And it was a nice run. The track was very wet and sticky, heavy 11. And she's a pretty fast filly. And probably too wet for her, but we wanted to give her the debut race, which would set her up nicely when she comes back in the next campaign. So she's probably telling us she's had enough. She's gone out for a month, then she'll come back and we will set her for the Group 1 1,000 guineas at Riccarton in November.
Right. A couple other notable performances last week was Prince Mambo, who was in the 4th listed Rangitiki Gold Cup.
Yes, he was. He was 4th.
Yeah, 4th. Yes.
He was 4th. Yes, and again, he led and kicked well. He was only run down late. And again, the difference was the heavy track. So if it was a slow track, Daryl Brady, who rode him, thought he would have won. He would have been able to kick away and win. But the heavy track was just a bit too wet for him. So he'll go to another listed race in Wanganui next weekend. As long as the track is not heavy, it's better than that.
Okay. And also last week was Mighty Solomon, who ran 4th in the Open 1400 at Te Rapa.
And again, same thing. Lethanis thought he would have won if the track was a dead 6, and it was in the morning, but then the rain came and it deteriorated into slow conditions, and he just got held up in the straight too, but he was only like a nose away from 3rd. So he ran very well, and it served a purpose for us because we're going to take him back, spell him for 3 weeks, and get him ready for the Foxbridge Plate, which is a Group 2 race at the start of August.
Right. This week we have a very quiet week. We only have 2 horses.
It's very quiet.
The first one is in Singapore tomorrow night, Holy Grail.
Yes, Friday night in Singapore, Holy Grail in race 6. He's running over 1,700 metres. He's run 4th his last couple of starts. He keeps drawing badly, so he keeps having to come wide and do a lot of work, and he's hitting the line all the time. And again, unfortunately, he's drawn wide again. He had a little cold last week, but he's over that now. Alan Munro rides, and he rode 4 winners in one night. I think last Sunday, he rode 4 winners in Singapore. So he's a very good jockey. So we're just going to have to basically leave it up to Alan as to how he jumps. If the horse jumps well, we'll go forward. If he doesn't, we'll go back and try and track into the race. But he is a definite winning chance on Friday night.
Great. So, on Sunday at Egmont in race 8 is Tinie Tempah, who is fresh up.
She is fresh up. First race since she was a 2-year-old. She's matured, developed. She's had a couple of trials coming in to get fit. She's kicking off over a mile, and everything that the jockeys are telling us is that the further she goes, the better she'll be. So she's got barrier 1, so we hope that it dries out a little bit, because if it gets wet, barrier 1 can be a very difficult barrier. So we're hoping that it will dry out a bit. She certainly will improve for the run, but we don't think we're going to see the best of it until she gets up to 2,000 metres. This is a really important campaign for her. Next 2 or 3 starts, she needs to show us that she wants to be a racehorse. Otherwise, we may be looking at retiring her. So this is a really, really important campaign for her. But Lisa and Robbie, who's been riding her, have been saying, look, honestly, the further she goes, the better she gets, and she wants to be there. So she's going to be in for an interesting few starts. But the mile on Sunday, hopefully we get a nice run, which will launch us into her second race, which will be over 2,000 metres, and tell us a bit more.
Great. Now it's that time of Tube Talk where we announce who the bet of the week is. So this week it is at Egmont in race 4 called He Is the One.
Yes, that's the amateur riders race. Linda Wheeler rides. She and Scotty McNabb seem to win most of the races, but he is the one. He's a nice staying horse. It's a rating 65 2100. He was hitting the line really hard last time, just missed out on winning. He looks like he's ready to win. This is his kind of race. I think he's a good bet. I'd love to get $5 on him. Don't know if we will, but I'd love to get $4 to $5 on him, and I think he is a very good horse to back.
Right, well, that's it for Tube Talk.
That's it, till next week.
Very short.
It is. Thank you very much, Kate.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
See you next week. Bye.